better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Illini, Memorial Stadium in Champaign, Illinois. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Illinois Fighting Illini. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we're ready to tee it up. And the Hawkeyes will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Illinois Fighting Illini offense will have the ball first. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
Now the play fake. Fires to the tight end. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Altmaier. A little release to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Got his man quickly. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He'll get rid of it. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Going with the ground game left. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions, and how you feel about this, playing your old squad, like it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories.
And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Give to the running back. Running into the open space. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. 10th play of the drive coming up, but this time a chance for the defense to get off the field on 3rd and long. Complete to the left. Defense is there to make the stop, and he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown,
ball-control offense. This offense just held the ball for the whole first quarter, and then some. Strung a drive together, making the great plays when they needed them. That's a great opening statement from this offense.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Iowa's offense will go to work for the first time today. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. They're looking to throw on second and short. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. The Hawkeyes are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got his man on the right. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. To the air on first down. He's got the tight end. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds. They'll go to the air on second and short. Grabbed in the middle. It's Phillips. Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a first down. Pulls and fires complete. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And now on second down for this offense. Got it behind the line. It's Moulton.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back. Just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his man. It's Gill. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Hawkeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Using the quick game. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They run the reverse. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. The offense burns his 3rd and final timeout of the half. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Chunked it away just as he was hit. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. And it's right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been taking in a magnificent scene there today in Champaign. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Illinois has it teed up, ready to start the second half. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
They'll run the sneak for it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
The Hawkeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. The short hands, it's Phillips. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. Get the touchdown, get the first down, or just get down. And the quarterback does. And the Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Back to pass, it's Altmaier. Quickly complete. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's Dixon. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Illinois has the lead here. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. To the ground with the back. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Still on his feet at the 45. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Illinois moving it quickly down the field. They want that clock to run. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Trying play action. He's got it on the move. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The 8th play of the drive coming. You'd hate to settle for a field goal. It's 3rd and goal. Touchdown, finding Illini. Fit it in the window for the score. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in
Man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. UCF has the lead right now, but this night's crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet here inside the bounce house. They're up by a field goal over South Carolina. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
The Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw again. Trying to burn this defensive back. Throwing down the sideline, and it's a big play down the right side.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Iowa.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
First part of the equation complete with the touchdown. Now the 2-point try if you want to make the deficit just a field goal. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Moulton. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. 1-possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those 1 play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to